I'm sure it will come as no surprise to anyone that this Sunday Wales open their 2012 campaign with a match against Ireland at the Aviva Stadium.
Yes, the Six Nations is back. People all over Wales are gearing up for what could be the start of a great season for our Welsh rugby team.
Having last won the Six Nations back in 2008, are Wales ready to reclaim the title?
Statistically, Wales have a 54.31% win against Ireland, having last beat them 22-10 in the quarter-final World Cup, before then being knocked out by France in the semi-finals. But as we know, statistics mean nothing in this game.
Ireland are more determined than ever to beat the Welsh team. Irish skipper Paul O'Connell spoke about putting the record straight this time around, and having worked previously with the Ireland squad, Wales' head coach Warren Gatland is aware just how dangerous they can be when they are talking about payback.
Ireland is certainly not a team to be underestimated, having made it to the quarter-finals in all but 2 World Cups and currently ranking 6th in the world, 2 places above Wales. So this is certainly going to be a game to watch.
So with everything to play for, what do the people on Exposure think of Wales' chance of winning the title?
I heard on the news this morning that England's team was quite inexperienced, so I'm not sure if that's going to play against them. And Wales lost like an important member. I don't really know, but I'm guessing that, you know, it's anyone's game. I've heard Scotland's the opening favourite, so maybe it'll be Scotland's year.
I'd quite like the people who wear white to win.
I think it all depends on Sunday. If they come out fighting, then it's going to carry on all through the tournament. If they get a weaker performance, it's going to take them a while to bring it back, but either way, I'm looking forward to it.
So with their country firmly behind them and a squad stronger than they've had in years, could this be the year for Wales?
We went to the official press conference to find out who is playing on Sunday and what they think their chances are of reclaiming back the title. During an interview with Welsh captain Sam Warburton and Wales coach Warren Gatland, they discussed Warren's decision to keep Jamie Roberts in the lineup despite his recent recovery from injury.
Gatland expressed no concern for the effects this could have on the team's chances on Sunday, stating that his team are all strong players and Jamie has had a medical examination deeming him fit to play.
Obviously got injured just before Christmas and it has been pretty touch and go really. Managed to, the first part of last week in Poland was more rehab, and I managed to get up running towards the back end of last week. So feeling good, feeling refreshed, and mentally more than anything raring to go after 5 or 6 weeks out. And fingers crossed I can take that to the rugby pitch like riding a bike. So.
Well, just delighted, really, over the moon. And first thing I was doing on the phone to my parents and telling them I was starting for Wales against Ireland. Obviously, they were over the moon, really, and sort of hasn't really quite sunk in yet. But just looking forward to the weekend now. Can't wait to get out on the pitch, really.
So with a strong lineup, a strong head coach and a clear determination to win, Wales could be set for an interesting match on Sunday.
Yes, both nations had identical results in last year's competition, having both won 3 and lost 2 of their fixtures, so the heat is really on.
Ireland have home advantage, however are they strong enough to take on the Welsh team without their key centre and captain Brian O'Driscoll, who is set to miss the whole tournament due to recent surgery on his shoulder?
Injury isn't only damaging Ireland's chances of winning, as Wales's Matthew Rees is out of the first match because of a calf strain, so it really looks like this match is a tough one to call.
Wales's confidence was knocked when their most successful try scorer, Shane Williams, decided to call it a day after their match against Australia in December. This will be the first time in a decade they will be going to the Six Nations without him. But Welsh player George North reflected on Shane Williams' departure and is determined that the team should look forward rather than dwell on his absence.
Both teams have their obstacles to overcome, but will Wales come out on top? You can catch the match live at 3 on BBC One with coverage from 2:30 p.m.